a more contemporary approach to art, not only with this beautiful architecture and this building, by hosting a series of contemporary illustrations and contemporary art in 2022. So this is the third exhibition in a series of 5 exhibitions that we are hosting in this building in 2022. So let me say a few about the previous 2. The one was a beautiful exhibition of works by Mario Sughi, which is a very renowned illustrator, Italian, based in Dublin. The second one was by a very talented Italian illustrator, Valeria Petrone, which also works with children's book and acrylic painting. So tonight we are hosting 2 amazing artists, Giulio Vesprini and Shahe O Driscoll, and I will not say much more about them because I need to introduce first Maurizio, which is the chairman of the, you can say chair, yes, of Radio Dublino, which is our partner tonight for this exhibition, because this exhibition is included into the Italian Film Festival, which will be running the 2nd of July. So, thank you very much, Maurizio. Come here and say a few words about Radio Dublino, about the Italian the Italian Fusion Festival.
Okay, thanks, Marco. Buonasera a tutti, good evening. So, as Marco said, I'm the director, founder of Radio Dublino, organizing this event, and I'd like to spend some words of gratitude for all of you. Thanks to all of you to be here, because it's nice to see people after 2 years of pandemic. I like to see people in concert, in exhibition, in event, cinema, etc. So thanks to be here. Thanks to Marco, of course, and all Italian Institute of Culture. This event is possible because Marco is the Institute of Culture. We are partners since 2016, and the partnership becomes stronger every year, so I'm very happy about that. Radio Dublino is an organization, but is also mainly is a Irish radio show in Italian. We broadcast every Wednesday evening from FM Music Radio, and since 2013, I think, yes, we celebrate next year 10 years of broadcasting. We are 12 co-presenters at the moment, but I started alone 9 years ago. And why? Radio Dublino was born to try to create bridges between the Italian and the Irish community. I was thinking that Italian radio show in a magazine was a good way to build bridges, to create connections between the different communities, promoting Italian language, Italian culture, Italian music, but also to understand better the local community. And it was working actually, so a lot of collaboration, a lot of partnership. And in 2016, we decided, okay, the radio show is okay, it's good, maybe it's not enough. And we started to create events, activities. The main one is the Italian Film Festival. It is, I think it's the biggest art festival, Italian art festival in Europe. We started with music, it was just a festival where we were hosting, basically promoting musicians, hosting our radio show, usually Irish Italian musicians, where the output music was the product of the connection between Irish art and Italian. Actually, also different people from different countries as well. And then we had the different activities. We have a short video competition. We have Italian food and drinks, of course, it's very popular. And poetry readings. We have workshops, West exhibition, etc. We never had any art exhibition before. This is actually the first art exhibition we organized. Well, thanks to Cristina. The main thanks is for Cristina. Cristina is the art expert in Radio Dublino. She brings basically beauty in our themes because she talks about artists, she talks about art exhibition in Dublin. So this is something completely new for me. And she organized everything here basically with Italian Institute of Culture. This is the mind, the soul, the muscles for these 2 rooms, beautiful rooms. So thank you, grazie, Cristina. And I have to conclude and say, I have to be here because art I think is one of the best way to build bridges. That's the mission of Radio Dublino. And Giulio and Shane are two different artists, different backgrounds, different language, different nationalities, but it's a link between them. And it's not a urban art, as Cristina would say. I think our project are artists. I was in Venice last week. I spent 2-3 days in the Biennale Arte, and so thousands of artwork from different shapes, colors, sizes, artists. But it was a connection between them. It was a big global view, because art is able to improve understanding, connection, and bridges. So this is the first art exhibition for us. Hopefully, will be not the last. Thank you.
Thank you.
All the artworks in this page 9 were created specifically for this exhibition. So thanks very much, you guys, for all of your hard work.
Thanks for having us.
And thanks to all of you for being here. Thanks to Marco, thanks to Maurizio, thanks to everyone, and that's thanks.
Okay. I just asking the two artists if you want just to say a few words about your works, or just to leave people interpret. It's always a tricky question. What about?
No, I'll say a few words. I suppose similarly to Giulio, so I come from a graphic design background as well, so very much kind of rooted in graphic language, I suppose, bold colours and shapes, and that's how I got, I suppose, involved in art. I never studied art full-time as a legit level 3 course, but it was design, that was my background, that was my connection, and again, that's what got me into art. So I studied print through studying design. It was a module on a Friday afternoon, and that's where I got the bug for making physical artwork. I was working kind of on a computer all day, designing stuff. But when I started making things by hand and tactile and mixing paints, that's when I started getting the buzz for kind of art making. And I just kind of followed that passion, I suppose. Again, there's no lofty, grand stories. It's very much just a play with shape, colour, and balance, and just finding compositions, and that's where I kind of get the buzz in making what I do. And then I suppose from that making, you end up meeting kind of amazing people and different cultures and travel, and suddenly you're painting murals. Never intended to paint murals, and as I was saying, I worked in print, and a friend of mine painted walls, and he said, "Hey, do you want to paint a wall one day?" So I did, and then that's what happened. And then I met Cristina through Water for Walls project, so I painted down there, and it all just kind of rolls on, and it's just that kind of like that creative collective, I think, across everyone that kind of unites all and everyone like that. You know, I mean, just again, really up on Giulio's bio earlier there is kind of parallels between both of us in what we do. Like, we're not just kind of designers, but artists, kind of curators ourselves, running art projects there, like in our own cities. So it's amazing to meet someone like Giulio, like that, who does and has the same kind of ambitions and passions to kind of bring art, you know, kind of not only outdoors, but at a greater scale, and interact with architecture and buildings, and it all kind of links in, I suppose, with the kind of language that we both, the visual identity language we both create ourselves. So it's amazing for us to kind of, it's quite surreal for us both to be here in a room and just be, and for all to be here. So it's amazing. It kind of constantly just astounding where kind of art kind of brings me, I suppose, yeah. And just want to thank you guys for having us on, and for Cristina for bringing it all together. I mean, this is months and months in the planning, and this is the first time we're actually seeing it today as well. So it's fun to see it all hanging on walls. But yeah.
Do you want Giulio to say something?
Io parlo in italiano.
Wonderful.
Va bene.
Ok? Mi traduci qualcuno? Facciamo una ok. Sono Giulio Vesprini, vengo dall'Italia, vivo in Italia, città delle Marche, una ridente cittadina vicino al mare, vicino al mare. E presento oggi in anteprima dei lavori, soprattutto quelli su tela, dove non dipingo da più di 10 anni, quindi grazie a Cristina è stato fatto questo piccolo miracolo, quindi è una super esclusiva per voi. Sono un grafico, in realtà sono anche un architetto e ho concentrato tutta la mia ricerca, circa 20 anni di lavoro, vengo dai graffiti e ho fatto tutta la gavetta, diciamo, fino ad arrivare all'arte urbana, che per me è forse l'interpretazione massima di un'architettura leggera verso l'ambiente, no? Sono il direttore artistico come Shane in un festival che si chiama Vedo Colori, quindi questa mostra secondo me funziona anche perché c'è un linguaggio grafico che viene da mondi diversi ma in realtà si contaglia, no? In forme, in colori, ma soprattutto perché la bravura tua di Cristina è stata quella di mettere insieme non solo due artisti ma anche due direttori artistici di due festival abbastanza grandi. Vedo Colori ha raggiunto 105 artisti in 10 anni, quindi è un'opera diciamo a più mani, che parte dal porto e adesso lavora nelle scuole, nei parchi. Per quello che mi riguarda, l'evoluzione massima dovuta del mio lavoro è quella di arrivare ai playground, alle superfici piane, verso i tattici urbani. Insomma, questa è una chiave del mio lavoro. Far tornare a parlare dei luoghi che non parlano più alla città, soprattutto luoghi abbandonati, che già con l'utilizzo del colore diventano dignitosi, cioè si riaccendono dei riflettori su degli spazi dimenticati. Quindi oltre al muro poi queste superfici grandi. Concludo con i ringraziamenti a voi per questa grande opportunità. Con Cristina abbiamo lavorato qualche mese, bello, no? Forte, però è giusto così perché le mostre si preparano correttamente e sono molto molto orgoglioso. Dublino non lo conoscevo, lo sto visitando questi giorni e essere qui, questo istituto è veramente un premio, no? Una carriera, si arrivano visitando dei premi, quindi poi coscienza, insomma, che ci tengo a dire che Shane sarà presto in Italia da me questo festival perché mi piace continuare, non sulla scia dello scambio, una sorta di Erasmus.
Quando è il festival?
Settembre, ottobre, novembre, quindi non più. Shane sarà invitato, sto lavorando per un suo muro, sono contento, parlavo col sindaco, insomma, aspettiamo lei c'è l'avvocato. È un chiaro molto per la linearità di tutto, quindi grazie.
Thank you very much.